Hello, Thumpers. Welcome to my show, Rabbit Stew.
Hi, welcome to Rabbit Stew.
I'm Claudia, in case you forgot, over the long 3-day weekend, and my co-host today is Malika.
Hi, it's Malika. I'm also the host of Grab Bag.
Oh, yeah. Shh, secrets. I mean, not really secret, because you've been doing Grab Bag for like 2 weeks now.
It can be, you know what? I like the intimacy of secrets, so if you want it to be a secret between you and me, it's a secret.
Shh.
And please tell all your friends this secret.
Yeah. I'm like, it's one of those secrets that you love to share. Like, it's a water cooler secret. Like, did you hear? Oh my God.
Right?
Right.
Did you hear? Malika was like the host of Grab Bag, and Malika's also me, and I'm gonna start talking in third person.
Oh my God, yeah. And I hear you have some guests today, and we're going to talk about that later. So,
Absolutely. But this is a very special episode of Rabbit Stew today because our interview is coming right up, and I'm going to be playing this game.
right there, Starbound. It is
Yep.
at 1:15 with Molly Carroll, who is
Yeah.
the community manager of Chucklefish Games.
And I'm having a blast right now.
Yeah, she was playing it earlier. I barely kept it coming. Kept her getting here. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to bop it in the head. Ooh, blood came
Oh,
out.
thank you, Unknown Creep, for that resub.
Thanks for the
Does
resub.
a good job of. Oh, and thank you, Spatha08, for
Ooh.
resubbing.
For 4 months.
So great. So remember, guys, that we are a small company and we're still off we're kind of newbie. We're kind of new, only 4 months. So every single resub, just like Intimix has just done, is keeping us alive, giving me a job.
We are a community-run channel, and we appreciate every
Josephine.
one of you awesome thumper, resubber, awesome hype people.
Hype.
Love you.
Hype.
Love you.
What's really exciting is we're actually today gonna unveil a new program that we're gonna do this week, a competition.
A competition.
Yeah.
Tell me about this competition.
Oh, well, you do know that we're revamping this week our Yojimbo Studios with bright pink lights.
Absolutely. I try to match my lipstick to the new overlay.
No,
and
it
all
looks
the
great.
graphics.
It
Thank
looks
you.
great. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a raffle, where you can win by just doing the things most of you do every day. By
Absolutely.
tweeting us and by liking us and by following. Thank you, Cryo Grig. So, remember, if you haven't yet, and if you're
People
new,
loving the new overlays. Thank you very much, Solace Stream. Worked pretty hard on that. I'm saying Zach and
yeah,
I
was
but
like,
mostly Zach.
yeah, it was not me, but it was definitely Zach, and people with art skills.
I try
Yeah.
to art hard.
Art so hard. Thanks, and
hard
Minker, for resubbing.
Thanks.
Rachel thinks your lipstick is great.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
she's nice.
Thank you. I tried.
What is this now, Torgan? This is Rabbit Stew with Claudia and Malika. We're going to talk about video games. We're going to interview some important developers. Remember, click that sub, click that follow.
Oh, absolutely. Because we are a committed, community-driven channel. We are willed into existence by your superpowers.
By you guys and all combined. Bob the Ninja Goldfish brings up a good idea. You went to ETX this weekend.
I did go to ETX this weekend. Thank you. Thanks for watching. You were watching like the whole time. And what was amazing, so ETX, for those of you who didn't know, is the Evergreen Tabletop Expo. This is the second annual one, and so it was much bigger than last year's. And there was something called the Lucy Awards.
What
So
is that?
a bunch of board game designers, they worked really hard, and there was 8 nominees, right? So these 8 nominees were narrowed down to 3 finalists. And so there was eventually 2 winners, a kind of grand prize winner, and one People's Choice winner. Everyone who went to ETX voted for the People's Choice. And actually all the nominees were fantastic.
Really?
And they all had been working on their games. Like one guy was working on his game for like 4 years to balance it. Like a lot of people were working on it for like several months.
Okay.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know if you want to pull it up, or do I pull it up?
You can just scroll over.
Oh my goodness.
It's over there.
I'm trying to command the console of
the Gitternets.
the internets. Yojimbo, what do you,
I
what
think
do you
you-
call this room?
I call this the yellow room. The only room that you can yell in, which is actually the opposite of what it is.
Cool.
This is the quiet room. Thank you, Burning Chrome, for resubbing.
So here's just a look at all the ETX noms once it loads. So here we go.
Okay, here we go.
So
Gorgeous.
This game right here, Word Domination was the grand prize winner, and it was pretty amazing. It's an area control game, as you can see from here. Oh, that's the Lucy
Oh, yeah.
Awards. There we go.
Oh, it's pretty.
You spell out, kind of like Scrabble, you spell out different words, and then each letter that word uses, you kind of win until you steal all the letters. And you can see there's also like, oh, the Empire State Building and Eiffel Tower. So you can steal those kinds of places from the world through words. It's a lot of fun, and that was the grand prize winner. And then
Wait, I'm confused with this. Is here.
Oh,
I
we
got
have to
you.
go over here.
I got
Okay.
you. Okay, thanks.
F11 is how you full screen stuff.
I'm learning every day.
Okay, I'm learning too.
Every day.
So also, did you know Lucy is an octopus?
I did not know. Why did they choose an octopus?
I don't know much beyond that, but the Lucy Award is named after an octopus.
Okay.
And now all these nominees put the octopus on their game as like, hey, we have the octopus award.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
No, I like that. One, because you get to be a supervillain. I like stealing things.
Yes, absolutely.
And-
Actually, oh, get this.
What?
So the
What?
developer, his name is Jeff Beck, and he dressed up as a supervillain, like a steampunk supervillain. It was so
No.
cool. A lot of people who were watching over the weekend were like, this guy is amazing. And he had like, dare I compare him to the Overlord Steely, like,
Oh, Steely
gaze?
gaze.
Yeah, he was like this. And he was ready to take over the words, or take over the world with his word
words.
domination. Yeah. He was pretty awesome. And then the People's Choice Award, which was my personal favorite, was a game called Dice of Crowns. So
I'm going to keep clicking over.
yeah, just keep clicking. So these were all the games. That was another finalist, Pizza Pronto. Here are all the other nominees. They were all really good games. There was a dog poop game. I have Newt, which was made also by the Word Domination guy. Which was
Oh,
fun.
thank you
That
for the
was
resub, Emily.
Pretty awesome. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
the resub.
I like all this art. It's really
Yeah,
pretty.
so that was Jeff Beck, and that's his kind of silly portrait.
Oh,
but
okay.
he looked like a supervillain, and he had different hats. Like when he was showing off the other game with the cauldron and the witch.
just put a new hat
He
on.
put on a witch's hat.
Oh.
You guys who watched me over the weekend, you saw this. And here we go,
here's
Dice of Crowns. So this was the People's Choice Award. People who went to ETX voted for this as their favorite game. And what I love about this game, roll the dice, backstab friends, seize the crown.
Seize the
So
crowd.
if you go to the next slide, what's awesome is this whole game fits in like an Altoid tin so that you can put it in your back pocket,
I like
you can put it
that.
in your purse. Yeah, and it's just a chance game. So you just roll all these dice. And so you see, if you get crowns, you can make a claim to the crown. So you basically want to, take over the world, be the king, be the queen. But you also see scrolls and skulls on there. So
Yeah.
you can also send messengers to other people, and you could send them back as dead messengers.
Oh,
So
that's great.
But it's all by chance, so it's just roll after roll. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a super simple, fast-paced game. And I just love that it fits in your back pocket, and it comes with a mini crown that fits in the tin, so the winner can put a crown
Good.
on their head. Isn't that great?
That's what I
don't know.
need.
I like it was. It was awesome. I would buy that. I could see it like next to a cash register, and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that too, and I hope it does well. And I think they might come back on this channel sometime soon. And he's planning to kickstart it. So wonderful games at ETX. Hope to see you again next year. Anyways, moving on.
This is like the exciting that I've ever seen you. Oh my gosh, you love games.
So you know what I was so like lucky and privileged to go to ETX and meet all these developers and to connect. A lot of them are local, but Jeff, he actually came all the way from Utah.
Whoa.
This was like a big deal for him. He had to take off some time off of work. A lot of these board game developers, they don't make a lot of money off of board games, so they, this is all passion projects. So I met a ton of passionate people. They a lot of time were full-time game developers at mobile game studios. Anyways, this is a long rant. ETX was awesome, and I met a bunch of amazing creators. And if you missed it, you can always watch the VOD of ETX from this weekend.
Right.
Anyways, moving on.
What's so great is they were all while you were talking, they were chiming in on how they really enjoyed that and they like that kind of content. And I know we don't do it a lot, but those kind of things we try to push a little bit every day.
Absolutely.
Or a little bit every once in a while.
Bit.
And I do not know if we got any from PaizoCon.
Any footage from
yeah,
Paizo?
somebody asked about periscoping from PaizoCon.
So I didn't see a periscope, but I think what they were focused on was really making the gauntlet awesome. Right, because we want it to be an awesome show on Hyper RPG.
Right.
So they were really focused in on making sure that that was an awesome experience.
Right.
So that was kind of the news. Emily was there, Anna was there, Zach
And
was
Zach
there.
was there.
And then
Yeah.
Team Rai, Malika, and Joe were at ETX. So we just, went all in. Team go.
It was so good. I talked with Ryan about the gauntlet yesterday.
Yeah, how did it go? What did he say? What was his report?
Okay, so what I know is he's trying to push it to be much like American Gladiator,
Yes,
but
absolutely.
with Pathfinder. And me and Lauren, who we hang out together a lot because Lauren's our DM on Shadowrun. We were talking about getting our old D&D crew together and trying to do the gauntlet.
Awesome.
Because
absolutely.
the idea is that every single week you will
Can
have.
I get invited to this party too? Because I'm new to the Pacific Northwest, and I heard of this thing called the Shadow Freeze, and I hope it's not real because I have no friends out there.
So if for those people who don't really know about the Seattle Freeze, we talk about it a little bit. We talk about it a lot. And the concept of the Seattle Freeze is to be polite. They say, "Oh, we'd love to hang out," and then you never follow up.
Well, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Deal?
Yeah.
Okay. Chat room. Blame her if we don't hang out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we hang out at work all the time, but yeah, I'd like to see you out of work when we can just chill.
Yeah, so we can actually just play games instead of just talk about them. Not that I don't like talking about games, but that's another story.
No, just all the time, all nonstop talk about games.
Anyways, so it seems like positive response about the overlay.
No, yeah.
Moving on, I worked really hard this weekend on the Street Team fan kit, so I don't know if we can pull it up
Yeah,
here.
I totally can. Keep talking about it. I will pull that up for you.
Joe, talking about the weekend. Let a girl talk
but
about the weekend.
No joke. I was so this week, this weekend,
Yeah.
I worked at this old candy store that I love working at.
Awesome. What is it? Can you say what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Seattle Fudge.
Oh.
Throwing some
Delicious.
hype there. And I really enjoy working because I like doing things with my hands. I don't get a little do that anymore. But I made over 1,000 cotton candies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You made over, you're
1,000.
you're
super
a mini
good.
cotton candy.
Oh yeah, we're showing that. But I was talking about the weekend, Joe.
Talking about the weekend. Let a girl talk
but
about the weekend.
No joke, I was so good at making fudge. While I was making cotton candy, we got a new machine. It was going so well. I was on a cotton candy roll. They were fluffy and delicious. I got a nosebleed.
Just like you.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You got a nose, like an anime nosebleed?
No, like, okay, here's my thought about nosebleeds, because I don't get them a lot. I've had them 2 in my life. And my concept for nosebleeds is that when an alternate dimension Claudia dies, all of us who are connected feel that pain. So
Holy cow.
Yeah, so 2 of my alternate dimensions Claudias were murdered.
And then the cotton candy got sweeter?
I don't know. I was kicked off because they're like, stop bleeding on things, Claudia.
My gosh.
Go to the back.
Maybe
Go
it's
to the
like,
back.
is it kind of dry? I've never made cotton candy before. Is it kind of hot? Like, is there hot air? Is
okay.
it drying your sinuses?
That was probably it. 'Cause
Probably
it was hot.
it.
So
Or an alternate dimension Claudia
got
just
murdered by the other one to
got
get strength.
kaput.
So how cotton candy works is the bowl, and there's a really hot spinner that is burning melting down sugar.
Yeah.
And then shooting it out so it makes
Awesome.
a nest. For my European fans, it's called candy floss.
candy floss.
And so they slowly spin it around and pull it out, and then you slip it in the back, and you do a double. I should
that
get
sounds
a video of it next time I do it on Twitter, because I love
absolutely.
it.
That would be fun. There's got to be a chance for
Yeah.
you to come make some awesome cotton candy
Right.
here.
I
want
would-
to eat some of that.
I will next time I work, which might be next weekend. I will bring some in because I know that this place, I love it, but like I can't bring in fudge because I know I will kill half the people on staff.
Why is that?
Because fudge has like 50% milk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Won't kill me.
Ha ha ha. It's called Rules the Rules wants me let me know that cotton candy is called Sockervad in Swedish.
Sockervad.
Sockervad.
Sockervad? Like saccharin, like sucrose?
Maybe. I'll have to go on the Google to get the pronunciations. So it is 1:15.
And it is time for our interview.
So Joe's going to play a video about Starbound so you can see what
Awesome.
they're doing. We're going to set up our Skype call with Molly and we'll see you guys in about 2 minutes.
Great.
Get it started, Joe. welcome back with Rabbit Stew. It is Claudia, Malika, and we have a guest, Molly.
Hi, Molly.
And she's from Chucklefish Games. Oh, hi. To talk about Starbound. So first off, I just want to throw this question out here. I'm afraid of space.
I'm just gonna sit here and have fun playing this game, guys. It's gorgeous.
Can you full screen it?
Oh.
F11?
Full screen the game. Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, full screen Molly. Okay. Sorry. So here's my question for you. Why space? Why was space?
Space is all there kind of is, like, once you kind of leave Earth. I think we've got Earth kind of covered, really. So, like, the next step is space. Because, space. Space is cool.
Space is cool, but
It's the final frontier.
I'm always a little afraid of space, and what I really enjoy is that through this, and I've been watching Malika play, and it doesn't seem that scary, actually.
I'm scared.
Well, you're scared.
Well, right now it's in the dark, so like, and I'm underground, and like, I could get eaten by anything. And there are a lot of strange things out in space. It is an uncharted territory.
Right, but it doesn't seem so scary with this like gorgeous music.
Oh, the music is beautiful. I love it. Can you tell me anything about the composer? Or?
Yeah, his name is Curtis Schweitzer.
Okay.
He's like kind of a genius. He's just really good.
Really minimalistic and clean. And
Clean is a good word
gives
for
me
it.
the feels.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
Oh. So we got this feel-good space exploration game with high stakes, with like, but not permakill. I've been walking through. We already died once, so it's fine. So my question for you is then, as you play, because there's different ways to play this game, and Malika picked the space fish happy people.
So whenever there's the option of many races in a game, I always go for the kind of peace-loving nature one. And so I was like, oh, there are fish people who kind of like went into the water because they just want to have, chill. But now I'm running around with a sword, so I'm like, whoops.
Well, necessities, I guess.
Exactly.
Right, you need to have a sword if you go into a dungeon. What is your favorite of the races?
It's really hard because I try to choose a different one every time I play. I really like the Florins. They're like a race of sort of barbaric plant people.
Yeah.
And normally with plant races, you sort of see them as like the peaceful ones or the elf type ones, but we wanted to make ours like the scariest race.
Oh, the plant people.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, so they're kind of savage.
Oh.
I'm gonna save and quit, and then I'm gonna start a new game so people can see like all the different options they have. They're pretty cool.
Right. And what's nice and what a lot of people have commented on is that this game was an early access game and it's had a lot of growth. So like, how do you understand how development works in early access? Like, how do you overall feel about the advantages and disadvantages of it?
Well, it's been kind of like a really long, complicated road with early access because, it's enabled us to do so much. Like, we all started out working remotely in different parts of the world, and going through early access and doing sort of crowdfunding enabled us to move into a central office in London, which was really cool. And it enabled us to make the game, like, to keep making the game for as long as it took to make the game that we set out to make. So overall, it's been a really positive thing. Obviously, there's a lot of expectations that come with it, so we've had to keep on top of like communication and everything, and updating the game. But yeah, overall, it's been really positive for us.
Right, because you guys, when you said crowdfunding, you also did Kickstarter, right?
Well, we didn't do Kickstarter per se. We did similar to Kickstarter, but we used Humble widgets. We partnered up with Humble. And we did it through our own website, so people were just able to donate that way. Or purchase, they would purchase tiers, and there would be extra rewards. So it was pretty much exactly like Kickstarter, but we wanted to do it differently, so we went through Humble.
And did you feel like there was more control when you did it through Humble and not Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of an experiment, and a lot of it was that we wanted to control the space that we were doing it in, and we wanted to. There was no restriction on time, so we could campaign going for a while, and we had a lot of success with it. I don't know if it's really better than Kickstarter or if it would have been about the same if we'd gone through Kickstarter, but it was a fun thing to do.
It seems a lot of people really enjoy the avians, so I'm going to try creating a Slimy Yoshi avian character right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go normal.
Oh.
Normal. I'm a normal player.
Okay. I'm really
right.
afraid of normal. So with that, you've been working on this and you've had a lot of upgrades. We just watched the video on the weapon upgrades. So what else has changed from that very first build through this early access? Like, what is the growth that you've seen so far?
It's like an entirely different game. Like if you played Starbound back in December of 2013 when it came out in early access, and then you played it today, it would be a completely different experience. I mean, like the basic principles are still there, but it's so different. It's grown into a game that we like play and we think is really fun now. And even from the build that you're playing, actually. The current like internal build that we have and that players can kind of see a bit of in the nightly builds that we put out is really different in terms of progression and like it has like the full story, the main story of the game in it and everything, so that changes up the way that you progress through it a lot. So it's got a lot of changes in there. We kind of highlight a lot of the changes that we make on a day-to-day basis in our blog.
Now that's really great that you let your players become part of that rapid iteration process that's so essential to making a great game, right?
And communication is super important.
Absolutely.
Right.
And props for you guys, because not all game development companies are so transparent and so welcoming to their own community. So I mean, you guys have a legacy of creating very beloved indie games, indie darlings, if you will. So this is just another game to add to your repertoire. So I'm pretty excited, and this bird is cool.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna look at the screen so I can see your bird.
Yeah, please do.
I'm starting over again, so I'm like, all right, gotta enable that teleporter. Do all the races start off at the same, or do they have a slight different kind of mission in the beginning or setup?
The story is the same, but the ships, the difference is really like in the way that the ships look.
Yeah, I like how this one had like a gem as the computer instead of like there was a computer face in the last one. So it's cool that like each race has its own story and its own narrative. So like that to me means a lot, because while the main missions might seem the same, you have that difference in replay.
Oh my gosh, I'm being chased by like a lizard, and I didn't slot
flashlight.
I didn't slot any stuff yet, so I'm like, I'm just a bird running in the dark. Oh my gosh, it can jump. Oh my gosh, it can jump over like long distances. Oh
wait, really? Oh, because it's a bird.
It just keeps, no, the bad guy.
Oh.
No.
All right, I'm just gonna hide down here.
If you go to your ship's locker, when you go back to your ship, you can get some basic equipment in there.
I totally forgot about that. I did that with my other character.
She was
and I was like,
too excited.
I was too excited to be the bird. Everybody loves shark attack.
Yeah, there was some shark attacks happening. So we talked a little bit about the game, and sorry, last question about the game, because a lot of people have been asking, can you give us any hints on when that 1.0 comes out?
No. I mean, we are really we're at the stage we're at right now. We are doing a lot of internal bug testing and play testing. So we've been sort of for the last week or two pairing off into like pairs and then playing through the entire progression of the game, like the story and everything, in multiplayer, and sort of reporting on any bugs that we see and any sort of things that we need to polish up. And we've been adding sort of like polish features that we've wanted to add for a long time. Things that take like maybe a day to work on. So we are really getting there, but I don't have a date to give you.
It's a secret, guys.
It's a secret. So, because you're in the debugging phase, you know why it got harder? Because I was like hardcore.
Oh yeah, you went into normal mode.
I know.
That's
I was
the
like,
reason.
as soon as I go into the level, it's like, ah!
She got really excited,
and
guys.
I'm like, I forgot forgot to slap my weapons. Whoa!
Can you bounce back?
Yeah.
I just went back to my
Oh,
casual
you did.
character.
Oh, good.
Just exploring the dark here. Who has a flashlight? Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, the flashlight's cool. So, we talked a lot about the game. Can I ask a question? How did you get into games? How did you find your way into this?
And how did
company?
you join Chucklefish? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super exciting.
It's a really weird story in that I wanted to get into the games industry and I didn't know what just happened.
I just
Did you
died.
Just died.
I
She
I
died.
just started and I was like backing up instead of facing my fears. It's a problem in my life and in my gaming.
Or you just charged straight on?
No, I just run away. I run away.
Aw, that's deep.
Well, I'm glad you haven't run away from us.
Thank you, Claudia. But you were saying, how'd you join such an awesome studio?
So Starbound had just sort of gone into development. I'd played Terraria a lot back when it was had just come out. So I followed the developers. Our lead developer on Starbound used to work on Terraria, so I had followed him, and he said that he was looking for voice actors for something on a project, and I don't have any experience in that, but I really wanted to get into the games industry, so I was like, all right. And I was just in the right place at the right time, and I happened to do that.
Wait.
And so I just took the opportunity to be like, hey, do you need a community manager? And I worked my way in from there.
Oh, awesome.
That takes a lot of courage, though, to be like, I can be your community manager, because that takes guts.
Yes, because gamers aren't necessarily the most friendly group of people to deal with.
Did you just die again?
Huh?
Did you just die again?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really hard to read the chat room
No.
and
All the
ask good
screens.
questions.
Yeah.
And play a game, but I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. I would say our chat's really nice, but it is hard and it's scary. And so that's why I really appreciate you're part of this indie company. You manage that community. So how do you feel about your being a community manager? How do you feel about your community around Starbound? The people who really
Sorry.
You go.
Okay. They've been really, really great. We've had a really dedicated community from the get-go. I think because it's a lot of the same sort of community that's been around sort of Minecraft, Terraria, and that whole genre. And they've been really, really interested in the game and really dedicated to keeping up with everything that we say about the game from the start. It's been really, really fun to manage that and to sort of be a part of that as well. And I mean, it has its scary times, there's been a lot of stressful moments of when we've been slower on updates and stuff, but it's a really fun job. I have no complaints.
Good, as you should.
Well, you seem like the perfect type to be a community manager.
Yeah. I mean, I feel welcome to just talking to you.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
So, can you talk a little bit more about not just the community manager, but what does a community manager do at this small indie company of Chucklefish Games?
So we're 16 people, and so everybody kind of does a little bit of everything that they can. So
yeah, you're trying to help find bugs too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all kind of pitch in wherever we can, wherever our skills enable us to. So I answer all of our emails. I maintain all of our social media profiles and our website and stuff like that, our forums. So that's kind of most of it on its own. But I also manage the PR and marketing side for some games that we publish.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's quite a lot of things.
What are some of the games you guys have published for those people who haven't been stalking your really adorable website?
It is super adorable, and I especially love your company profile.
The portraits,
portraits, yeah.
You guys have cute little. So if you guys chat to fill you in, if you go to the Chucklefish Games website, they have an about each person, and there's really cute, adorable art of each one.
Yeah, Claudia and I was just admiring that earlier this morning. We were like, whoa, these people make cute games, and they are cute.
They are super. Yeah.
But the portraits are really cute. Did your artists make them for everybody? Because they're a similar style.
No, actually. Someone in our community who I think works for, or used to work for Riot, or used to
Oh,
work for
cool.
Blizzard. She was just she was a member of our community, and she started drawing fan art of some of the races, and we commissioned her to draw portraits of us.
That's cool.
That's
That's really nice. Giving back to your own community.
Yeah.
That's great.
and we have a lot of
Yeah.
people in our community who do that too, and I want to suck them all up and be like, hey,
Absolutely. They get a
Yes,
gold star.
It's really it's really cool when you have a lot of talented people in your community, because we've actually two of our programmers now, we've hired them from the community because they had, when the game first came out, they were modders. So they made mods for the game that were really, really cool, and we hired them on.
That's great.
I mean, that's the only way. That's the best place to get your talent is from the modding community.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, that's a way that some people actually get a game. A game in the industry is by modding, and then sometimes you get hired that way. So
Isn't that how DayZ started?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I know that that has been a practice at Blizzard because I interviewed for them before, and they actually wanted to know if I used the StarCraft editor and that kind of thing. Anyways, I have multiplayer questions because I'm walking around by myself, and I'm like, whoa, what if I played on hard mode with a bunch of my friends? That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how that's been going? Community reception? Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna run away with my flashlight. Oops, I just hit something.
Yeah. Have you died again?
No.
Oh, she survived,
No.
but there's
Okay.
something chasing her.
There is something above my head.
Can't go that way.
Aw.
But you go.
So on the multiplayer side, one of the biggest complaints that we've had about multiplayer has been that it's really hard to set up, in that you have to sort of forward your ports and then run like a server exe and stuff like that. So in one of our most recent updates for the nightly build, that's going to be in the 1.0 build, we've enabled it so that you can just invite your Steam friends through Steam, or just by right-clicking and joining
Oh
game.
yeah, that's
or,
super useful.
That
Yeah.
is gonna be
Yeah.
nice.
So that's been a really good feature. Or you could just you could check a box that says connect via IP, and it doesn't make it as hard to sort of start servers and everything.
I got that guy.
Now, that would be great to have, because you talked earlier how you liked Terraria, and games like that would be so great with the multiplayer, and I feel like that's where this does well. Is that one, it's got Terraria in there, but it's also got the space thing, and it's also got the multiplayer, right? Which is so
Yeah, it's really fun.
cool.
It's been really fun when we've been playtesting even it's been actually kind of hard to get away from it. Like at the end of the day, it's like, oh, I should probably go home, but like I'm playing video games at work. It's cool.
That's you're living the dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we're all kind of friends, so it's, yeah.
that's cool. If I'm stuck and I wish I could jump a little higher, are there any hints for me?
You can get different techs that are sort of like, you can get you have tech slots, so that you can get techs like double jump that allow you to jump higher, and you can get things like rocket jump, which allow you to jump even higher and sort of like a different effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
there is 3D printing, I notice. And
In the
is there
game.
like cooking?
yes, there is cooking.
Awesome.
There's a lot of different recipes. That was really fun for us to do. You can cook. There's a mode where you need to eat to survive.
Oh, that's scary.
So
Oh.
yeah. So cooking is useful for that.
Absolutely. And real life too.
Yes, it's a good survival skill.
Art imitates life, life imitates art. Are there any, so I'm kind of interested, kind of other influences, speaking of art imitating life and life imitating art. I know a lot of times, like when you're in the woods in a game, it's, you know, inspired by another place in another game or a real life, like, you know, area or park. So could you enlighten us?
It's hard to draw on one inspiration. I know that there are aspects of the game that are sort of influenced by like Pokemon. You can actually capture monsters.
Pokemon.
No way.
I saw that there's 2 slots for pets, right? Do you get more slots?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, you can carry 2 at a time, but you can capture pets, so you can capture monsters that are like there's Pop Tops, which you should probably go find one. They're adorable, and I don't know, various other monsters. so that's inspired by Pokemon, obviously. You can kind of heal them at a station. You can have them fight with you.
Oh, perfect.
Alongside you. We've made a system where you can hire crew members as well for your ship.
awesome.
So people who will follow you around and they can heal you during battle and help you fight and stuff. We've drawn on a lot of inspirations from games that we like. It's hard to name like specific ones when there's like 16 people working on a game because it's just a lot of things that are inspired by every game that we've grown up playing and enjoying.
Oh, cool. Can you just throw out a few that you remember?
I know that some of our developers have been really influenced by like Castlevania in terms of like combat.
I could totally see that in what you were just doing with like all the jumping and
and then the enemies. It's okay.
It does feel very Castlevania-y. And just trying to think of all the ones that I think. Terrarium, we got Castlevania.
This reminds me of my childhood playing Secret of Mana on SNES. A little bit of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, because of the 8-bit and that kind of thing.
But 8-bit's coming back.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's all these developers who have nostalgia for their own childhood, and they're like, you know what? We can remake that, but better.
But better.
Because of all the tools. Hey, I'm wondering what engine do you guys use to develop on?
It's our own engine.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Built on C++ and Lua for scripts and stuff.
Why did you guys create your own engine? What?
Engine?
Engine, yeah. Why did you guys create your own engine?
Just out of masochism, I guess.
Yeah. Or extremely talented programmers.
Yeah.
Well, our lead programmer, Catherine, she's like, well, actually, all of our programmers are really, really smart, amazing people. I don't know how they did it. I'm not really sure why, but I'm glad that we have made our own engine because it's enabled us to create this thing where we have so much freedom to make things in the game.
Absolutely.
Recently we were able to add like basic animal husbandry in like a day.
Because of you understand your own code.
engine.
Yeah.
So you just have a lot more control, basically. But
and
it
we've
can
made
be a
something
headache.
really flexible.
Yeah. You should catch that one.
No, how do you catch? Okay. Instead of killing things, can I catch things at this moment, or do I have
Probably
to
not.
You would need to have a capture pod on you, and you'd need to.
It's like a
beacon the
Pokeball.
monster. Yeah.
We totally don't have that yet, so not yet. We could probably be playing this at she's supposed to be having a show next. She'll probably just play this. I'll be the new host. All right. So,
That's okay.
yeah, we'll be fine. All right, so we have time for we're gonna go back. We're gonna end, but I want to say thank you so much for having on our show. It's been really great. We have a message for you, from Arislyn.
Just wanted to welcome Molly to Hyper Rabbit Power Go with the only way we know how. Creepy robot voice. Hashtag Shaiwas happiness is working Twitch alerts.
Did you hear it?
Yay. That was a special message for you.
Just for you.
From our community. So.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Aw. Thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely.
We loved having you. Hopefully.
And when it's 1.0, you come back here.
You gotta tell us. Come back, brag for days, even more than it's been great. It looks like a really great game.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Aw, that was great. I like having interviews in the very beginning because then we get to meet new people.
Absolutely. Make new friends, right?
Make new friends. So in case you're just tuning in to the end of that, this is Rabbit Stew with Claudia and Malika. It's video game day, and we talk about video game related news. We just ended our conversation with Molly Carroll from Chucklefish Games.
I love that name. Isn't it adorable?
It's pretty cute.
It's like,
It's pretty cute.
Blop, blop.
Thanks for following Harper RPG. I know that was a test, Joe, but I wanted to check.
Wait, well, you can practice.
Yes, I just did. We were practicing together. Oh, there we go. Send her some love chat. She's really nice.
Absolutely.
It would be great to have her in studio, but she's in England, guys. London.
Yeah,
So-
I wish I could go to London. I would go to London right now in a heartbeat.
One day.
So we weren't just talking about the new look. Whoa.
Celador, thank you for being the friendliest computer.
Hashtag Neonet is loves the number 5.
Aww.
Awesome.
I like the number 5 too, and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9.
Speaking of, since I'm Thai, I speak Thai,
oh.
and the way you say the number 5 is ha. So when people say something is funny in Thailand, the little like emote is 555, which is ah ha ha.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, Hyper Power Go! Gino Plus, what would you like to say?
Claudia Show. Claudia Show. Gonna hear about games on the Claudia Show. Malika on her left, the doors on her right. Claudia Show. Hashtag Neonet. Hashtag Hash Browns.
Well, they just made a song.
No, that
for
was-
you.
that
was
was
that
it.
Like a rap?
Oh, so, my first week of hosting Rabbit Stew, Zach made the mistake of inviting me on Comic Book Day, and I made a song for him. It's a mistake because I'm just like, oh, what's this? What's this? This one's the prettiest, and he's too cool for me on Wednesdays, which is cool because him and Scott have a great time. Chum Chum Jim, Day of the Day is not going to happen for 7 more minutes. It happens at 2 o'clock every day. Well, except for Wednesday.
Oh,
tomorrow.
here it is. So if I want to show stuff
yes,
off, I
yes,
bring
yes.
it over that way.
Yeah, you
right?
drag it to
Got
the...
it,
yeah.
got it. Look,
so,
boom.
Malika's really proud. She wants to show this off. This is the the fan pack.
Yeah, so Zach put me on the task of creating this like street team fan pack thing, and people asked for a flyer, a postcard, business cards, so that they could spread the word of Hyper RPG. So I was inspired by the new layout, and Zach told me to follow it. And so
You will be
I'll
inspired.
just show you right now. So this is the front of the business card. It's really big, but when you print it out, it's gonna be high res. This is the information,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
guys can spread the word. Remember, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and I will dream of hearts.
She will dream of arts every
This
day.
is a flyer. I'm still working on it, but pretty much this is, embracing kind of the new look. Look, you're there. It's you.
Wait, I am right there. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
you're
it's
on
in
the
my
flyer.
Zelda shirt.
You're on the flyer, and the shark and Viking Lass and Lauren and our BattleTech friends. So that's just a little flyer to. Are you happy?
I am. That's my happy. It's not that I'm gonna eat the my mic face. It is. I'm happy.
She's
face.
happy. I'm glad I made her happy.
It's so shiny, guys.
And like a little postcard too. And so that's just kind of following the new kind of cleaner, minimalist look that the channel is going
We're
for.
pushing. Remember, this is
And
beta.
I'm hoping to add a few more things like a Twitter banner, social media profile pics, that kind of thing.
And actually, this really
Yeah.
pulls into what we're going to be doing soon. Guys, we talked a little bit earlier at the beginning of our show about Gleam. And Gleam is going to be the resource we use to reward you guys for talking about our show. So, I'm going to read the very specific wording that I chose by our own creative
Did you hit play?
director.
'Cause it's going to start,
Oh,
playing the stream. It's okay.
sorry. I didn't...
There we go.
I get distracted by myself sometimes. So, it seems our crash landing in Seattle of the Yojimbo has damaged the great spaceship and it is necessary to upgrade her before the ship falls into disrepair. To fix up the ship, we wanted to make sure it looks as cool as rad. I can't read today. Rad and sleek as
I
we did
can
when
take
we
the
ventured.
next paragraph.
Great. And we're making an upgrade to our ship and our crew.
One lucky winner will get the ultimate promotion to the right honorable commander of the Leopard Day and Snacks, along with a few awesome prizes. Be sure to enter the contest, encourage new recruits, and tweet at us using hashtag #OverhaulYojimbo, which Hyper RPG Show made you a thumper and why. So just tweet at us which show made you a thumper. The prizes, oh my gosh, look at these prizes.
Let me read some of these prizes. You get one. There's only one of these, and you are the right honorable commander of the Leopard and Snacks.
Leopard Day and Snacks.
Leopard Day and Snacks.
Leopard Day and Snacks.
More so than that, there's also Hyper Rabbit Power, go! Aeroslane, what would you like to say?
Joe, fix me. Joe, fix all the bugs. Joe, is it working yet, Joe? Hashtag Shiawas advancing Joe.
Is it working yet?
I like Shiawa's Advancing Joe. It's pretty good.
Advancing
pretty good,
Joe.
Shiawase. Pretty good. Pretty good.
So here's how it's going to go. If you want to be entered into this raffle every single day, there is a way to get entries into that raffle through this website, which Negiyama just linked.
Thank you very much
Thank
for doing
you.
that. Absolutely.
There are at least five ways to get it so far. First one, if you are following Hyper RPG on Twitch, you
get one entry.
bam, you guys go through this, click that, it'll happen. 2, if you follow Hyper RPG on Twitter, boom. Oh wait, Emily, do you want to come share about your pet project?
Why don't you come? No, why don't you come
Yeah, come in.
Welcome,
Hey,
new
everybody.
recruits.
So the whole point of this Gleam, it's a raffle, but the way that you share it out is to use Twitter or Twitch. Follow us on Twitch if you're not already. Use Twitter to tweet out with the hashtag #OverhaulYojimbo. Share it out. Let everybody know that we've got all these new improvements to the channel. We've got this new overlay, new beautiful visuals, and let's get some new people in here.
Yeah.
And you get to win some really cool prizes.
Yep. I'm pretty excited about the Necropolis t-shirt.
Right, because there's that.
I've seen them around the channel. I want one of those. And a stack of Valiant
Yeah,
comics.
which
Woo.
will prepare you for our new
Yes,
Valiant show on next
absolutely.
Monday. It might start, not sure. Then
And all the Shadowrun games. Shadowrun triple pack. What?
this is the shirt.
Check it out. I mean, if you win, you get it in the right size. but-
Yeah, but this is what it looks like.
Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh.
So you get sticker packs, you get snack pack, and you get Shadowrun Returns triple pack, which means a lot of time for when you're not watching Shadowrun on our channel. So these are the 5 ways we got so far, and this one you can get 1 per day.
One
So you
per
can
day.
today you will get 5 entries into our contest, and they can just keep increasing. You want this prize? Cryogen, Hyper Rapid Power, go! What do you want to say, Cryogen?
I just want Claudia to try and read my name again. #Evo.
Did I get better? Did I do better this time? So, sorry, Claudia has got a sore throat today. Might be sick.
See, Ireland Blinky thinks it's a pretty cool shirt.
It's a pretty great
It's
shirt.
pretty cool. I'm just
It's
gonna
pretty
put it
cute.
over my chest, and it's kind of like
It could
I'm
be like
wearing-
yours.
Yeah, but not really.
Okay, so the issue is you can't just tweet with the overall Yojimbo. You have to click it and you have to tweet through this.
Yes.
Okay, so as much as you want to tweet it just from your phone, you have to go through this to get that entry. I want you guys to win.
Very important to note. Thank you, Claudia.
No
Because
problem.
I mean, somebody might have just tweeted through Twitter.
Yeah, and there's an already tweeted button, so if you missed that, I'm just saying, click the things.
Can somebody share that Gleam link again in the chat room?
Yeah, please, mods, please. So, we're going to be talking about this, hyping this all week. Please get this out to our new subscribers as well, our new followers, because we want to include everybody in,
We're gonna recruit new thumpers to the Yojimbo.
because we need a lot. Part of the Yojimbo is in disarray. Nobody is organizing the autobiographies in Z to A order, which is
I need-
super necessary.
I need help organizing them board games. We get more and more every week.
Click everything, Josephine. Thank you. So now that we've done, we are actually at the point where we can talk about our shows today.
Oh, let's talk about
Yeah.
our shows.
So you are in charge of the show that is next, which is Grab Bag with Malika.
Absolutely. Grab Bag has a new time this week. It is 3 p.m. and we have some very special guests from Dire Nerd. They're Nick and Corey, and they made Gotta Go, which you
Yeah,
guys featured
we did last Thursday.
week on exactly. For those of you who don't remember, Gotta Go is a board game where you try to save. Oh, thanks, Ramon.
Thanks for the following, Raymond.
Gotta Go is, like the title implies, a game where you have to use that restroom and you gotta avoid your coworkers and save your pants. So I'm really excited to have them on Grab Bag today.
No, they're great. They're super funny. I'm excited to see them on again.
Also, just a reminder, you can go on Twitter and look at our pinned tweet and vote for this week's theme. I think right now what is in the lead is
Rage. I like that together rage that we just did. We felt that.
Rage.
So remember that every week there are 4 themes that you can choose the game to be about that you guys make, which means you guys can practically be in there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, we can spin the wheel. Anyways, Rage is winning over Rebirth. triumph and sweetness. But hey,
Hey, I clicked sweetness. I want some.
time to rage. I think it's because it's a Tuesday and it's like, what?
Thank you, Comrade Care Bear, for following, and thank him in the chat, guys. I want to throw out that if you are lurking in the background, which I usually do when I watch Twitch, please click that follow. Please talk to our chat. They're really nice people who will tell you all about what we do.
Holla.
Holla holla back, yo.
And
Oh,
are
dude.
you gonna be a part of this party that's coming up?
Oh yeah. So
So
today is the One Piece Pirate Party. Wow, I didn't sell that well. No, guys, I'm super bummed because we're gonna play the One Piece Burning Blood game, which is a new fighter game that's coming
yes,
out.
a new fighting game. I love fighting games.
It's anime, guys. They invited me to do anime stuff on the channel.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're hard fitted indeed. Being a pirate is a recipe. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You are a pirate.
I will be a pirate.
To lead us to a
My God. So this weekend, when I wasn't making cotton candy, I spent some time getting together a Luffy casual cosplay.
Love it.
Yeah, I borrowed some clothes from all my roommates and
Is
stuff.
it gonna debut later?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So it will be on that channel. So, so I'm really excited. So we're gonna play that game. There's gonna be pirate-themed challenges, which is a hook hand, eye patch, a desert island, perhaps. So I'm really excited.
Maybe we'll make somebody walk the plank.
Not me. No nose. So that's gonna be at 6 p.m. today.
And we're gonna play this awesome new One Piece
No,
fighting game.
I am so excited. I love fighters.
Yeah.
I'm the worst at them. Okay.
No, just button mash. It's great. That's
I-
how I beat my cousins at Street Fighter, Tekken. There's got to be some combos in there somewhere.
Right. I used to be really good at button mashing, and then I played Bayonetta, and I actually learned that you have to play skill. And now whenever I play fighters, I'm like, I should play like Bayonetta, and I just suck.
I actually like go through all the characters, and I'm like, okay, which one's just like, you know, Star X, and then, like whatever is like the easiest combo.
Right. So we're gonna be playing an anime game in the studio today. I'm really excited. You have no joke how excited I am for today. And I get to be here twice. So tune in for 6 o'clock with me and the Pirate Party, and for our show at 3 o'clock.
Grab bag.
Malika.
Absolutely.
So it's been a good day. It will be Captain Claudia. I'll have my hat on. I will put my contacts in. So I'll seem more like a pirate, because pirates don't wear glasses.
Sure, some pirates may have vision impairment.
Vision empowerment.
I mean, you got a peg leg,
Yeah.
you got a hook arm, you know,
Yeah.
eye patch. Exactly.
Exactly. It will be perfect.
Is
so
it Bay of the Day time?
it is. Did you? Oh, so you guys didn't get to see. I scrolled down to Bay of the Day because it is 2:05. We're actually late for Bay of the Day. So Joe, can you please cue our Bay of the Day music?
Bay of the Day.
Maybe Joe can't, but I'm excited for Bay of the Day.
I'm excited for Bay of the Day too. I love bays.
I know.
Who's
And
gonna be the bay today?
well, it's actually gonna be Akane Tsumori.
Oh, tell me about
Tsunemori.
Akane.
And she is from, I'm zooming in so that you guys can actually see. She is from, oh. Now get that stuck in your head forever. So, where's my scroller? So, if you guys have watched the anime Psychopaths, which if you haven't, go do that. After my show today, go watch Psychopaths. It is the best sci-fi anime has ever made. Straight up. Psychopaths is the main concept of it, is you can tell if somebody is going to commit a crime by their personality and their emotions and how stressed they feel. Because no one commits crimes when they're not stressed. Right?
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, unless you have like no feelings.
right, and that's
Which
the
is
plot of
probably
one.
a plot
Yeah,
twist,
but the main idea is there's this gun that can sense that, and they aim it at you, and if you're below a certain point, it just stuns you. but over that point, they just murder you.
Jeez.
Because there's no point in you being alive in this world
Does
if
the
you're a
gun
murderer.
ever malfunction?
You'll have to find out.
Whoa.
But why I love this character is that she is a new rookie cop in the first season. And everyone's like, no, we got to kill all these people because they're bad. And she's like, no, I believe that people can change. I believe that the law protects humans and that and in that way, humans have to protect the law.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So-
she sounds like a sweethearted person.
Yeah, and what's really great about it is a lot of the times in these cop shows or in anything that has this police world, usually females, to be tough, have to act masculine. They have to throw away their femininity to have strength.
Why did she chop off her hair? Was that like a dramatic?
No, she's always been this way, but she still wears a skirt and heels to school, or not school, I'm sorry, work, and she doesn't throw that away.
That's cool.
And that's what I really appreciate about her is that she has that strength and that drive while still keeping that femininity
Right.
inside her and trusting in people and being even when she's seen the worst.
Yeah. No, she sounds like a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil a lot of this.
I
Oh,
agree
yeah,
with
you
her.
guys can't see that this is not a glowing green pickle. It's a gun. Just Google psychopath, the
It's
gun.
obviously
It's
a
like
gun,
it's the point of the
and
gun.
it's pointing like it's laser beams at you.
Thank you for resubscribing, Calderona. I like the idea that it's a glowing green pickle. That's just like, eat the pickle.
And that can also read if you are guilty.
Yeah, are you guilty? So, I really enjoy her, and I know we had 2 anime days in a row from Friday to Tuesday,
I
but
don't know too much anime.
there's not enough anime. Today's anime day. No, but that's my day of the day. So remember, every day at 2, I talk about who inspires me and who I think will be a great bae. No, there's a lot of people asking about Psychopath, and I just don't want to spoil it. Because I could talk about it more about the color coefficient. There's a color coefficient.
What is the color coefficient?
And there's it's a crime coefficient, and then there's
What's
a
the
color
kind-
hue.
What?
Yeah, there's so much about this.
This sounds deep.
Just
How
go
many
watch
episodes?
24. It's
Oh my-
24.
alright.
There's a movie, and then there's season 2. You don't have to watch season 2.
I hesitate when I hear like there are 204 episodes, and
No,
I'm like,
no, this-
goodbye, my life.
Yeah, it's 24 episodes, so it's a good watch. There's a lot of growth. And SMA
Yeah, looks like David
7315.
Guy is a fan.
Oh.
Cool. Some fans in the chat room.
And I just, it's a great. And I know a lot of people who I talk to don't like new anime, but this one does a really good job of being really serious and being really great art, having some really questionable
Is it
ideas.
on Netflix?
I believe it is. No, Hulu. I think
Hulu.
it is
Is
Hulu.
that how you watch it? Okay.
I watch on Hulu.
Good to know.
Yep, Pickle Pass hype. Good job, team. Good job, Cursed Fox. Hashtag Pickle Pass. Hashtag Pickle Pass. And actually, somebody else was a bae this weekend.
Who else?
Well, I don't know who it was, but someone made amazing fan art.
Oh, that's right.
Of the DFA
I think it was
team.
a couple of bays.
Yeah, so I just want to throw this out there, guys. Don't know who they are. This is once it
Well,
loads.
their username is right on the left there.
Yeah, but that doesn't give me
Well, I
anything.
know you don't like know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
they are, but you know, online username. That's a start, right?
Right. So, because beta passed a couple months
I had
weeks
a
ago.
glorious opportunity
Glorious.
to unsuccessfully eject twice. That's what happened.
So once this loads, because our computer is so tired, you're gonna. It's like the 90s where you have to load that sexy picture you were looking up on the internet with dial-up. You're just slowly getting every inch, being like, yeah.
Well, I mean, so to deliver the most quality stream that we can to you guys, we have to prioritize where our internet goes. So all of it goes to the stream, and a little bit goes to our computers to
Right.
pull up stuff. So
It's
that's
cool.
what's going on, guys.
But this
it's
is-
for you guys.
It's for you, so we
It's for
don't
you.
buffer. So this is the drawing of. You want you fix it? There we go. This is the drawing that someone did of beta.
Oh, to beta. Look at that detail.
Look at this.
Oh my
Look
God.
at, like the scruffing.
Is that say eat on its crotch?
Yes.
Awesome.
I think it originally
Love it.
did. I like it over here. It's got the Marauder signal. Oh, open in a new tab. It is in a new tab.
It is in a new tab.
What? Okay. What? Shh. We'll just exit out the other tabs later. So look at this. Look at this. It is gorgeous. This was on some BattleTech forums, which means people were talking about our games.
Absolutely.
And they didn't just make betas.
Yeah, they made some other people too.
Oh,
Pork Chop
yeah?
Express.
Yeah, so this is, I believe this is Talons.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And what else do we
We
have?
got,
We have
Modern Tragedy isn't loading. This
Rhythm Nation.
This is
Divas.
Rhythm Nation's Diva,
Yeah.
which you guys can still bid on from eBay if you want to
Awesome.
own this.
And there's Sparkle Pants. Come on, you want some Sparkle Pants action, don't you?
Oh, I always want Sparkle Pants action. That's what I like to do. Thank you, mods, for linking it.
Yes, it's awesome.
This is another one. I think this is Val's mech. And then we
Cool.
even got, there were pictures of the Yojimbo.
Yeah, people are working on the Yojimbo for us. Isn't that great?
So
Look-
this, I blown away by art, just blown away. And so the person who did this was Justin
Case?
Case.
I have no idea. Justin, you're super talented.
Justin,
thank you for
thank
sharing
you.
all this awesome stuff in the forum. And I think there's another creator too, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
then there's also Prussian Havoc.
No, I think
Oh.
At the top here. Actually, sorry. Oh,
I'm glad
actually,
you
no,
spelled.
this
Nope,
is Justin.
this is
yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
So, yeah, this is awesome art. I want to seriously, I want to print these out and put them on my wall. Like that is some good stuff.
I love how they also use the Akira Kurosawa Yojimbo film as a reference.
Yeah.
I love Akira Kurosawa.
I-
We are like this.
You know,
Akira and Kurosawa and I are both painters, filmmakers, and have the same birthday. Just saying.
you know what we could do? I have not seen enough samurai movies.
We should watch more
We should
samurai
watch that. And
movies.
actually, Tyler really likes samurai movies too.
Really? With
Yeah.
Toshiro Mifune and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He tried to give me like 5 to watch, and I was like, but anime is happening.
But there are like samurai anime.
There are.
I've
I've.
watched like Rurouni Kenshin. And all those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that. Oh, I pressed the wrong. This is my life.
Just, yeah, there you
This
go.
is my life, guys. I'm learning how to use computers every day. Every day. So that was our BattleTech, and in case you missed out, it's pretty great. Just in case. Love it so much. We all big
just
fans.
in case, love it. Yeah, it's all just in case. Thank you for clarifying that, chat room.
Hi, Fernock. Hey, Thumpers.
Hi.
Yeah. So it's been a good time. And now it's the point where we actually get to talk about the news, because you had a lot of articles you wanted to talk about.
Absolutely, lots of things are
Yeah.
going on all the time, and here is just a glimpse of that. So,
Oh, the news song. It's time for the
reporting
news.
today from Hyper RPG, this is the news.
This is Rabbit Stew with Claudia and Malika, 1 p.m. every day. So, you want to talk a little bit about Unity and Unite.
Exactly. So a lot of people ask me questions about, Malika, what engine should I learn? Malika, how do I learn more about Unity? So Unity has an incredible community, and they do these events. They're called Unite, and Unite Europe was
Yes.
the one that just happened in Europe, and they announced Unity Connect. So it's just, if you guys Google it, it's just called Unity Connect, and it's a job and talent marketplace for the Unity community. So if you're super talented at Unity, or you're like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get a job? This is a really cool thing that's happening, because basically all the studios I've ever worked for and in school, that was the only engine I learned was Unity.
Unity.
So it's kind of useless for me to like apply or look for jobs that are based in other engines or other programming languages. So just for all you developers out there, or like developers in training, just letting you know, Unity announced this great piece of news, which is great for their community. It's amazing.
It's a cool idea. I really enjoy that. That's one thing about the internet that I didn't understand before joining
Sure.
this studio, is that there are these subgroups on the internet that are creating communities, because as I have that perception always that I feel like an outsider in internet communities. So I really appreciate that there is a workplace community for these people who want to work
Absolutely.
together.
And what's one of the cool things about Unity and the people who know Unity, oftentimes they're indie developers. So
Okay.
they, they want to have that flexibility to take like a freelance
Mm-hmm.
project, and because they have awesome Unity skills, they can do that while also, working on their Kickstarter or their like indie
Right,
awesome game.
right.
So this is like a really good thing for the community.
Multifractals wanted to add that they went to one of their events in LA,
Yeah.
and it's really friendly and great for getting working.
Absolutely.
So-
I wonder if I went to the same event. Because that's how I got my last job, was at a Unity Microsoft meetup. And then I went to another Unity presentation. I don't know if you guys know Carl at Unity. He's the one that does all the workshops. And he actually invited me to the Unity headquarters here in Seattle.
Oh, it's in here?
So they have a lot of different, because they're a global company, right?
Right.
But he invited me to the one here, so maybe we'll do a little field trip sometime.
A Periscope trip?
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be fantastic.
We'll see. No promises yet, but I'm pretty excited. I love the guys at Unity.
You are good at making friends, is my
Why, thank
interception.
you.
I mean, we're friends, so. And that's super hard to do. No, it's not. No, it's
So I'm really excited to watch this video right here.
Yes. So this was a live action trailer for
Yes, for Deus Ex.
Thank you for saying it right.
The other way.
Yep.
There you go.
I have this problem where I don't say it correctly. I always say Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, like
Yes.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
Okay.
But it's very rare for video games to make a good
Live
action trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm excited to see
Sometimes
what you guys
they're
think.
just really cringeworthy.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch it. If you guys are, again, there's some of you who are afraid of trailers. You got 4 minutes. We're gonna watch this.
How did we get here? Technology is advancing at a phenomenal rate. Artificial eyes to cybernetic limbs.
The promise of a better future.
Yeah. Joe is not having. Engage is doing this thing where they're making me go to YouTube.
Well, here we go. Problem
The
solved.
choice to free ourselves from any kind of limitation.
Strength, power,
Oh my
speed.
goodness.
Now I focus on what really matters.
Have these augmentations really been
There are people
tested?
who say that what is happening is unnatural, that we're playing God. But people were scared of electricity, and where would the world be without
What
that?
happens if this technology falls into the wrong hands?
Diseases or viruses that could wipe out the human race.
Scenes of terror are being witnessed worldwide.
Kind of madness has gripped the mechanically augmented people. 9 million deaths confirmed and counting.
This is an attack on humanity and the universal values that we share.
People were hacked. They had no control.
What is the appropriate response? And can we actually protect ourselves from this happening again?
I have no idea what happened. I would never.
You tried to kill me.
At what point will governments consider the idea of segregation for all our sakes?
We can be politically correct or we can be foolish, but it's going to get worse and
The
worse.
Czech Republic adds its voice to a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its
We
augmented
have
citizens.
no
Reports of
choice.
severe shortages of the drug neuropozyne required to inhibit the rejection of augmentations.
In a sign of growing anti-augmentation sentiment, thousands march. It doesn't matter how many idiots you get out there on the street. We will not relinquish our limbs. Do you understand?
What is happening on this planet is a mass fear-mongering, and the mainstream media pushing this narrative.
The officer suffered severe facial
Incident after incident after
You need to be
incident.
afraid, because they are coming for you.
We will not be made slaves to corporations. We will rise up.
To them, we are the enemy.
Have you seen what your kind are doing?
My kind? You sound just like them.
We've come to a tipping point. We can't live like this anymore. This violence is completely out of control.
The road is being paved for this corporate militants.
What do they have planned for us? Why are they building concentration camps? What's going on out there? Reports of multiple fatalities. Only one way to deal with these bloodthirsty fanatics. A lot of people died. Now you want to take away our freedom? You will pay for it in blood.
Multiple detonations looks like car bombs.
The Augmented Rights Coalition denies responsibility.
The Segregation Act has been passed into law, effective immediately.
Augmented persons are being asked to move to safe and secure segregated districts.
I don't want them to take me.
We are still your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, your lovers. We lost everything. Our dreams, our innocence. Where are you taking her? Where are you taking her? Our humanity.
Whoa, that's deep stuff.
That's really heavy.
Look at what they're calling it too. They're like not being shy about it.
No. Oh.
Anyways, so a lot of people were asking the question. Just to clarify, you're watching Hyper RPG. This is Rabbit Stew with Claudia and Malika, and this is a live-action trailer for an upcoming game. Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Yeah,
Actually, we have another bit of tidbit news that kind of is in contrast. I don't know if you want to watch this bionic suit that helps.
No. It will be good to talk about that so we can see both sides, because that is a hyperbole extreme of what could happen.
Right.
And we are still far away from that, but that's something that may occur. And then let's contrast it to what we have now.
YouTube.
Fine.
There we go.
Oh.
So what you're watching here is a father who is able to. Okay, he'll explain it.
So the main concept of this is the man got cancer. And I don't remember what kind of cancer. I don't think they shared. But he was never going to be able to walk his daughter down the aisle.
Yeah.
So this opportunity of bionic legs that he can control with his hands is giving him this opportunity. Yes, this might be an old video. But I mean, this is what we're talking about, of like you were saying earlier about the prosthetics being a bonus and really helping people who don't need it. And the same way in that extreme. Oh, okay. Hyper Rabbit Power. Go! Taliana would like to say something.
Last stream in this month. Take some gold from this pitiful minion.
Aww.
You're not pitiful.
You are an essential part of making the Yojimbo stay.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for following, Joe. Hyper RPG.
Thank you.
So, it is the last day of the month. I forgot.
Yeah.
But here's like the thing. We need these things to continue being human beings. Like, we just made an opportunity that's never...
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me explain more, because my brain is going 5,000 minutes. It's going... So many feels. As humans, we always want to do our best. And we want to fix things that are broken.
Right.
We gave this man an opportunity that he never would have had.
Right.
We need to have prosthetic limbs like this. We need to keep improving that, because as we do, we will continue to figure out what is humanity and what is our end.
Yeah, so these two videos that we just showed, they're tidbits from our mod contributed news. Thank you, mods, for suggesting these two news tidbits. I think they go really well together because they kind of show the pros and cons of kind of not only prosthetics, but you know, the idea of augmented bodies. And I don't know if you guys noticed in that trailer, there was even a drug that helped you resist. Kind of, because in that trailer, a lot was going on, but those augmented limbs, they were hacked. And so they're probably connected to the internet or something like that. And they were taking over people's bodies, making them do horrible things.
Right.
So that's like a super future, right?
Right.
A cynical view of that, but it's interesting.
Hyper Power, go! Thank you for resubbing someone who missed it. And Vercat Joel, what would you like to say?
Hashtag Waxing loves you. We also ship it. By it, we mean whatever you need shipped.
Aww.
Thanks. Whooshing.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was just saying that, you know what? It's an interesting thought experiment, chat room, and I think I love to encourage conversation and thoughts. And you know, with great power comes great responsibility, just like Spider-Man said. And you know, I think everybody who has had any part in creating, suggesting, and funding this kind of technology has to be super careful in every step it takes.
Right.
And I'm really excited for the future, despite that kind of pessimistic take on what could happen. And I'm excited for the game.
Right, and so just a point of clarification with that drug, in this world, when you get augments, your body starts to reject it.
Right.
And so that drug, which Bob is telling me is neurofosine, is when that starts to dwindle on the market, then that's where they get the riots. And honestly, that entire, for me, that was more about that whole, it's kind of like dividing, being like, you have chosen, you are different than us now, and that difference is scary.
Right.
And I feel like that's going to be even more than the previous games, because it's always been a plot point.
Body modification has always been a taboo subject. Look at just like tattoos, piercings, and that kind of thing. Already, you can kind of you can implant chips in your hand that will unlock your phone. Like, this is just the beginning.
Right.
And there's already huge taboo. Like, what the hell are you doing to your body? And this brings up a good point. So this guy, he needs this device to walk, just to function and have, you know, a good life quality. But, you know, people who want to be superhuman, who want to change their ability of our own biology, that's really interesting. Anyways, we also have another mod tidbit of news, and it's about robots who can feel pain.
Okay.
So I think this kind of ties in right here.
Right.
I don't think there's a video, but you can just pull up the pic from the article. So what's interesting about this is these researchers actually created like a nervous system, just like, you know, people or mammals, and it can feel pain. And they're actually talking about kind of programming and thinking about creating robots that have kind of a self-protective mechanism. So speaking of thought experiments, I have another thought experiment.
Oh, wait. You're speaking so fast. Thank you for the resub.
Thanks.
Just want to throw that out there. All right. So what do you think? So what is the thing about this robot? You said it's feeling pain.
It can feel pain. Look, it has touch sensors.
Okay.
Really incredible.
Okay.
I'm interested if it's more of a central nervous system like our spinal cord.
Right.
Or is it more like a plant? Because did you know also plants can feel pain?
There you go, vegetarians. Plants
pain.
feel pain.
I know, it's a dilemma, right? I'm a Buddhist.
Oh.
Anyways, but what's interesting here is, you know, I'm actually really excited about kind of biology, nature, organic design, soft robots.
Okay.
And also, I think with women moving into the STEM field, there are different ways of approaching what we can make with technology and hardware. So this is just kind of, hey, another thought experiment for everybody in the chat room. What really is the difference between human beings and robots?
Right.
They get bugs, they get sick.
So do we, though.
You know, they sleep. And the deeper and deeper, thank you for the Terminator theme.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. The more technology evolves and the more people create technology, I think that line is going to really, really blur. So looking forward to all this amazing new stuff that's going on. A little scared, but I don't know. I'm really excited for the possibilities, especially for helping people.
I'm thinking of something slightly different than with the human side. I'm still thinking back to that whole modification thing, because like I feel like it's okay to do with your body what you want.
Right.
Which is what a lot of, like, you can make a fake, you can have that super powered arm. I think the big concept is that when does your growth hurt or could hurt others? Like, for example, I feel like it's totally safe for me to make my arm twice as big and punch through walls. It would not be okay if I put a flamethrower at the end of it and then went to a school. Well, so when is that line for these augmentations? And is it's always going to be blurring. It's always going to be that thing. And the same with, I mean, this robot thing with, like, when is the point where if it can feel pain, are we have to treat it like a human being?
So that's really interesting as a person who's worked with like robots and like I worked with for BMW sponsored research and they wanted us to think of the car as character. So I mean, I'm totally biased, right, guys? I come from the other side. I'm like, the technology is awesome. My car just said, hello, thank you, and how are you doing? One of the experiments we did was if you drove in the morning to get Starbucks and then you drove to get gas, that car would say, it was nice having breakfast with you today. I mean, we already made that in our research labs.
No,
like that technology is here already.
I don't want that. I don't want a computer to know what I'm doing and tell me exactly what I know.
But as a person who loves anime and I think personifying cute things, if the car is going to be autonomous and driving itself, what is your relationship going to be with your car?
I don't want to have a relationship with my car.
Well, BMW wants you to have a relationship with your car. Anyways, just things for you guys to talk about. I'm super pumped about technology. If anybody is interested in this stuff and wants to talk more, I'm on Twitter, hello_Malika. I think it's like floating above our heads now. That's one of the new improvements.
Oh, cool.
But anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit of like a flush of my brain because right now I'm just there's so much, guys, so much.
Well, shoes.
Oh, let's talk about, okay, oh my gosh, let's get some shoes. Yeah, I pulled up a meme from like 5 years ago.
Ain't old, ain't bad. Look at these shoes.
This has been it's been about 2 weeks. We haven't been able to talk about it because we only want to talk about it on Video Games Day.
But there are video games on these shoes.
So Nintendo and Vans has come together to decide how to make the cutest of shoes. So they have a line of shoes.
Oh my gosh, Princess Peach and Power Stars.
I know, they're so cute.
Did you have Princess Peach shampoo when you were a kid?
There was Princess Peach shampoo? No. I will just say this straight up.
Anybody had Princess Peach shampoo when you were a kid?
I've always wanted to smell like Princess Peach smelled, and in my head I'm like, she probably doesn't smell like Peach. Because if my name was Peach, I would not want to smell like if my name was Chocolate, I don't want to smell like chocolate. I want to do something slightly different. I think she smells like vanilla, and I always want to smell like vanilla.
Well, she bakes a cake for Mario, right? So
Yeah,
she probably
right.
smells like vanilla and like cake
Whoa,
and that kind of thing.
what is happening? Ads is happening.
There we go. Oh my gosh.
That one's cute.
Donkey Kong. Toad.
This one is the one I actually want.
The old school, high tops, love it.
I just like the repeating pattern and the way that the shoe goes up.
Yeah, and it's really not just slapped on. I think it also goes with the contour of the shoe.
Right.
We got some other ones.
Yeah, so that's
cool.
like bits. We got
Absolutely.
Duck Hunt going on.
Neat. Yeah, and there's like camo and there's a dog.
Yeah.
I also like that these patterns are kind of intricate. So some of them, the more you look at them, the more you see. Because I was like, oh, wait, camo, wait, duck hunt. Oh, there's a dog. Like, there's like
It's at the
some
very
layering
bottom.
there. It's definitely well thought designs.
Thank you for the follow. I believe it was
somebody awesome.
Welcome
to the crew.
Thank you so much.
I like
Write in that chat so I can call your name out and be all cool. Thanks
I like
for the follow.
that PWJB says she smells like Italian plumber.
That's pretty
good one.
That's pretty rough. With how often that she's not around Mario, that might not be true.
Oh, that's true. She probably smells like Bowser, whatever that
Let's
smells
be
like.
honest. But let's be honest. PB Phantom says based on Nintendo's support. Thank you, Mr. Watchington, for resubbing. The photos of the shoes will be blocked on social media, and showing them on YT vids will shut down and take down notices. That's pretty rough. What I'm thinking, if they're like Nintendo, there'll be like 5 of them. 5 pairs of shoes for the entire
yeah, I know.
state of Washington.
Super exclusive and hard to find, and say goodbye to your Vans Nintendo dreams.
Yep.
I'm trying to stay optimistic, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think robots are going to improve the future, and I'm going to be able to get a pair of those Vans.
Wow, that's 2 things to be optimistic about.
I love everything, and it's all going to be great.
I have been crushed by that video. I'm gonna have to go like lay my head down on the table. I'm still just I'm a very extroverted person, so when I see emotional things like that video, it takes me like at least an hour to recover. So that's why I'm like,
oh, I mean, I think it was
people in distress.
I think it shows just the range of content.
Hyper Rabbit Power, go! 4 a.m. Critter, what do you want to say?
#setter-cripones BMW. Are you sure Fangs does not like our cars?
Ooh.
I'm not saying Fang probably likes your cars. It's not Japan right now. On a side note, Fang does not like Japan right now.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, for new viewers.
What happens with the anime then?
Oh, Fang probably does not watch anime. Fang is my Shadowrun character on Wednesdays.
Sounds like the exact opposite of you.
For sure, Z's. We are exact opposites. I punch things. Or I don't punch things.
So
El
look
Squatcho,
at this
thank you
awesome
for
stuff. Speaking of punching things.
So, Overwatch has been amazing. We've been watching
I'm gonna just kind of do this.
Yeah, do your thing. So, that is so zoomed in. So, with a new game that is super hyped, there's always going to be cosplay. And what I enjoy actually is a lot of people who worked on this game with Blizzard actually made the cosplay before the game was even announced. So this is Black Widow. Do you want to keep going down or do you want me to scroll?
You know, the mouse, it's helpful.
Yeah. So like this is Tracer. We've seen a lot of really great tracers.
No, and I think what also she embraced was her spirit, because Tracer's
Yes.
a lot of fun.
She is a lot of fun.
And it's one thing to just slap on a really awesome costume that you might have slaved
Yeah.
on. That's also amazing.
Yeah.
But to embrace like the character's spirit is a whole nother
is a lot.
thing.
Look at those cute shoes. Those shoes totally match.
I know. They would look great on you.
Oh my god. This Reaper is great. I'm so
All
bad
the
at
amazing
props.
detail. Amazing.
I even enjoy the Photoshop of that because that's what's happens in the game.
Absolutely. It's great. It's a great photo. Look at this.
Is
I
Diva?
want to see like her mech behind her. That would be amazing.
It's too big. This
That is
character
amazing.
has been so
That is
great.
amazing. I already hear like the sounds from the game, like
Yeah,
ching,
yeah,
ching, ching,
yeah.
and then there's like the balls. Anyway.
We don't get a lot of this character, so I'm really enjoying seeing some art, some cosplay
Yeah,
of him.
absolutely.
And what I love about this game is no matter how many times like I play it, I'm seeing an equal amount of every kind of character. Like no one is except for all the Bastions.
I think it speaks to kind of the character design. So, I just want to put this out there. I think you don't have to look like the character.
No,
to
no,
cosplay
no.
them, but I think it's incredible that the Overwatch characters embrace kind of a larger range of body types.
Of all the types, yeah.
So I think it's been really encouraging for the cosplay community because then you can just see yourself. As
See
one of the
yourself in a character. And
yeah. I mean, look at this crossplay. Isn't that awesome?
thank you for the follow, Admirs. I think I said that wrong, but yeah,
Admirs.
I love that he's totally owning this. Like I'm not playing the character who I should, but like the pink hair, like
No, absolutely.
another
Amazing
it's
cosplay.
a
Look at
Hanzo.
Hanzo.
I really enjoy.
This is beautiful too.
Yeah, it's so fun. This Mercy.
I know, she's so sweet.
She's
so cute.
So,
so badass.
If you are and this
Wow.
yeah.
How
so
did they take that? She must have jumped like a gajillion times.
they actually made an article about how they did this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and what happened is it was that blue tile, but there was two people holding her up.
Oh, and they photoshopped her
They
out.
photoshopped the hands out because one had the leg and the other one had the arm and the body, and
Interesting.
so
Whoa.
that's how you do it. Is seeing cosplay pictures without the Photoshop is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you guys know I watch that bicycle anime, right? And so I looked at a cosplay photo shoot, and literally all of them are just standing like this.
Yeah.
On boxes and without the bikes, but it doesn't look like that when you take the pictures.
Right. Absolutely. A little bit of Photoshop magic.
It's really cute. Like
Oh,
this
that's
is a
awesome too.
good amount of Photoshop.
Yeah.
On a side note, I also saw a drawing of a guy, a cross version of
With
it,
this?
and it had the same V. It was hilarious.
I think it sounds fabulous.
You don't see a lot of guys with deep V's.
I've seen enough guys with deep V's in my life.
But deep V's?
I went to art school.
Ah.
Oh, some people think you should dress up as Tracer. That would be really cool.
Tracer would be cute.
And you're like super peppy like her.
I'd have to get a British accent. Oh, chip, chip, cheerio. Let's go to the point.
It's called acting.
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 That's hilarious. Me acting? What? Nah. We have time for one more.
Okay. I think some people spoke of No Man's Sky, right? And you brought that up too. And then we also talked to the awesome Molly.
Yeah.
About community.
So, in case you guys haven't heard,
don't want to end on a downer, but
we
it's
will.
very important.
No Man's Sky they delayed the game to make it better
Till August.
and they got death threats from it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the new update is also
The words. The journalist from Kotaku, who is named Jason Schreier, I don't know how to pronounce it. He got death threats by just reporting it.
Yeah, that's incredible. So what the heck is going on, guys?
Just because, like, I don't understand why people, when they're on the internet, think that death threats are okay. Like, that is just, it's ridiculous. It's honestly really, really ridiculous.
I mean, part of me thinks it's shallow and empty and kind of pointless, and maybe you're a little kid and you have too much time on your hands. But that's why I think the community here at Hyper RPG is extra special, because just some people who are working really hard on this beautiful procedural,
amazing
world
game,
thing, and then just not only the people making the game for you to play, but also the person
reporting on it
is getting threats. Like, that is horrible.
No.
And it shows how lucky we are at Hyper RPG to have such an awesome community. That's why I love you guys.
Yeah, no joke. I'm afraid to go on the internet other than here. It's so funny that the internet is such a great place for community. Like, I can go on Tumblr and talk to people about the pigeon dating sim game, How to Full Boyfriend, for days.
I love Hot Tofu Boyfriend.
In the same way, I go on Tumblr to talk about Steven Universe, one of my favorite shows. But did you remember that controversy that happened a couple months ago? Okay, long story short, it's still going to be long. There's a character in it called Rose, and she's amazing because she's tall and she's not super skinny, and people love that because it's empowering. But what's happened is that somebody drew her skinny. Okay?
Oh,
and so
That's kind of an important part of her character.
Right. And for me, art is art. Draw what you want because I want to see all the different things.
Right.
But Tumblr there was a certain group on Tumblr who just started throwing hate at her, told her to kill herself. And what's worse is that the creators of the show were like, hey, let people draw our characters how they want to be drawn. And then those same people started threatening the creators of the show. And I understand that communities are really important and your beliefs are really important, but I feel like things that you wouldn't do off the internet, you shouldn't do on the internet.
Absolutely. And if we could just be a little bit more face to face, and treat people like they should be treated and like you should be treated. Anyways, moving forward, guys, thumpers, rabbits.
Thumpers, you rock.
Perpetuate the love. I'm going to ask, as somebody who makes games and loves to play games and wants to be feeling love on both sides, let's just perpetuate the love today,
Yeah. Gaika actually used a great one. # discuss, don't diss.
Absolutely. That's a really good one. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we're almost out of time. So just to wrap up what we're doing today, Malika, you invited Dire Studios to make a game with you.
Absolutely. They're the
Dire
guys
nerds.
that made Gotta Go. So there's probably going to be a lot of toilet humor and rage today because that is the theme that is winning as of right now. So just in a few minutes, Grab Bag is going to start. We're going to have a blast. We're going to make
It's going to be great.
A board game from Board Games.
Right. And then we're doing the pirate party with the new One Piece game, Burning Blood.
Ahoy!
Right.
Burn.
So we're going to have a really good day. Stick around. It's going to be a great mini week because we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's been great talking to you guys. Seriously. Go rock. Oh, yeah. Last minute, don't forget about that Gleam. Do the whole liking and the twittering and get in for the raffle.
Absolutely, and you can do it every day. So every day you can get 5 entries and get things like this. Look at this awesome shirt.
What? All right, we're going to shut it down. I just want to say straight up, have a great Tuesday.
Have a beautiful day. It's a short week.
Hello. Friend Computer welcomes a new thumper. For science.
I'm ready. Okay. Hey, we came back. I heard there was a new sub and I had to just come back in. Thank you for subbing. At Hyper RPG, when you are a new subber, we give you a position on the ship.
We do.
So Malika, what area should they head to? And I'll tell them what job they do there.
I think we need some more help in the...
Well, you said you needed help in the board game department.
Yeah, what is that called? Rec room needs
rec
an
room?
organizer. Please help me organize what's happening in the rec room. There are board game pieces everywhere, and I need your help.
So you will
Welcome aboard, Thumper.
Welcome aboard. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for the hype.
And see you at the party tonight.
See you at the party.